Hey, shalom, my brothers, sisters in the truth. Just driving to work this morning, man, so bear with me. It's pretty cold this morning. As you see, I got multiple layers on. But, when I was about to I'm getting on the interstate right now. But, before I get to the interstate, I pass this road every morning, and they got a testing center for the C19 and all the other ones. And people are full of fear, man. But you know what's crazy is that they're full of fear, but they're not full of fear for the Most High God of Israel, man, and His laws, and His commandments. They fear things down here, man. They fear the creation, not the Creator. And in Proverbs it says, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of all wisdom and learning. And so, these people aren't wise, at all. And for the one who fears the Most High, man, and that's the beginning. When you fear the Most High, man, that's the beginning of all understanding. And we're called to be as wise as serpents, but as innocent as doves, right? Wise as serpents. The serpent in the scriptures back all the way back to Genesis. The serpent is deceptive. And what's the symbol for the medical? What's the medical symbol? It's a serpent with a staff on it. You see an ambulance driving down the road, or hospitals or whatever. Anything to do with pharmakia, anything to do with just man's way of curing something. It's the serpent, But people are putting their trust in the serpent, and ultimately, man, people are putting their trust in this beast system without even knowing that they're trusting the beast. I've been seeing videos of stuff going on over there in Australia, and it's pretty intense over there in Australia, man. It's their lockdowns are pretty draconian, man. Honestly speaking, it's very draconian, and people can't even do simple stuff no more, And so, it kind of got me thinking. I passed a testing center this morning, right by my apartment, and it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and people are already like lined up. I'd say at least 15 cars, about 15 cars. And they're all just waiting first thing in the morning. And mind you, I live right across the street from the airport. So I bet you most of those people are required to either get a test, or I think they're giving out the jab at that same location. But all in all, man, people are doing what they have to do, quote unquote, to continue on and live their life. Because all these people love their life, man. But where's the fear of the Lord? Huh? These people are fearing something that they've never seen, right? Let's think about this for a second, man. These people down here are fearing something that they've never seen, to the point to where they're going and manipulating their bodies and trusting the powers that be, trusting the beast. Don't you know you're not supposed to trust your enemies? But, the inhabitants of the world, man, those that dwell on the earth, they're being exposed right now in front of us, man. And it's not hard, if you're in the spirit, if you're in the truth, man, it's not hard to really see these people. But when I passed all those people, it's people patiently waiting first thing in the morning, man. About 15 cars, man. And every single one of them is out there filling out paperwork, ready to get tested, ready to get the jab, whatever, man. And it got me thinking about what they were doing it for. Some of them, like I said, probably were forced to do it, whether it be their job or, in order to get on the plane, you got to have this and blah, 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 A, B, C, D, and whatever, man. Bottom line, they're bowing down. And in order to keep their quote unquote livelihood. But for me personally, I've talked about this in a couple of my videos, man. But I've done carpentry work for a while now, man, and it's a trade that I've learned. Now, I use that term trade a good bit, when I talk about the kind of work that I do. And I've heard many people refer to it as a trade. I don't know exactly why it is called a trade, but for me personally, man, this is kind of why I would consider it a trade, because really just because the times we're living in, man. Think about it. Many people are losing jobs left and right, and many people are just, like I said, bowing down here to the beast and just doing what they got to do to keep their quote unquote livelihood. Jeopardizing all kind of things just to continue to have some kind of security in this world, man. But there is no security in all this stuff, man. I promise you. But and I can reassure you with the scriptures, there is no security in this world, and especially with the prince of the power of the air, who has control of this world as of right now. With carpentry, man, the reason I consider it a trade is because of the season we're entering into. And I don't work for a big corporation. I don't work for a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't associate with anybody who is really serving this beast, and it seems like the ones that are serving the beast are the ones going down and, doing something that they may not agree with just in order to keep their quote unquote livelihood. And so for me, man, the Most High is always going to make a way, man. And for you and anybody that's in the truth, man. But, with the kind of work that I do, man, I've learned these skills for years, man. I've learned all these different kind of skills. I can go into somebody's house and do all kind of stuff to work on their house, to help them, But it's getting to the point now where, as we see, we're not able to do a lot of things like we were able to do at one point in time so freely, whether it be keep your job or go to work or, even prices of everything. Inflation's at an all-time high, man. It's just, it's getting harder for people to just maintain, man. People are really struggling. Your average, middle class or lower class person, man, they can't really maintain, or they can't really survive right now, man. They're just they're really struggling. Ultimately, man, a lot of the Most High's people are struggling, man. They've been struggling, but especially in the times right now. So I guess what I'm saying is, man, I have these skills that if it gets to the point to where I consider it a trade, because if it gets to the point to where I can go in someone's house and help them, whether it be, let's say I fix their toilet or something small, or I paint their house or lay flooring or redo something, remodel something, it doesn't matter, anything. It could get to the point to where I don't even want a paycheck necessarily from these people, but I want, maybe I'm lacking water, maybe I'm lacking food, maybe I'm lacking basic necessities, man, and I can trade that skill for something else, man. So that's just me, but there's many other skills in this world, man. Whether you be a mechanic or whether you be just somebody who is an electrician or anything. I know so many brothers, man, that are very talented, man, that do all kind of stuff, and they have different things that they can trade their skills, if need be. And like I said, man, we gotta be preparing for these days, man, because we're living in the days of Noah, just like the days of Noah, man. there's a lot of wickedness in this world right now, man. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to be able to figure that out. But we're in the days of Noah, man, and this time though, the Most High is not gonna flood the world with water, man. He's gonna it's gonna be with fire, man. He's gonna destroy the world with fire, and we're seeing the beginning of birth pains. We're seeing the signs that are spoken of in the scriptures, and we're seeing the love of many wax cold. We're seeing pestilence take over the world. We're seeing beginning stages of a famine. Food shortages. People haven't been fully stocked pretty much all year. But even when they have food and different stuff in the stores, the prices are so much higher than they used to be. We're seeing lawlessness at an all-time high, man. We're hearing wars, rumors of wars, and all in all, man, we're seeing the scriptures just come to life before our eyes. I mean, they're always alive, but specifically with the prophecies of the last days, man. I've been listening to. Sometimes I'll listen to scriptures. Sometimes I'll read it firsthand in my Bible, but sometimes if I'm at work, man, I'll put my AirPods in and I'll just listen to like a whole entire book. Recently, man, these past couple of days, I've been on 2nd Esdras a lot, man. And for those of y'all who don't know about Esdras, it's basically a book. It's scripture, man. It's scripture, but it's not in the actual Bible. It's not in the KJV Bible, but and many people don't know about this. I didn't really know about this till about a year ago, man. But I've been listening to 2nd Esdras, man. 1st Esdras is a good book too, but 2nd Esdras, man, it gives me chill bumps, man, sometimes when I'm listening to it. But the accuracy of what it's talking about and what the scriptures are revealing, man, it's so accurate, man, and it reminds me of the book of Daniel. I want to say Daniel 7 has a lot of similarities with the imagery and stuff. Daniel was given prophecies to write down, and he was given visions, and also the book of Revelation. Obviously that's the most known prophecy as far as the end times are concerned, man. But all in all, man, I encourage people to listen to 2nd Esdras. I may put a link to the one that I've been listening to, man. The page is actually really good. The guy, it's just got a good selection of books and stuff. But man, all in all, man, y'all gotta remember this, man. We over here in America, we're in Babylon. We're in Babylon the Great. That is written of, that is spoken of in the book of Revelation, man. And Babylon means confusion, right? So if you're not grounded in the truth, if you're not in alignment with the Holy Spirit, and you're not being obedient to the Most High God, this is a time of grace, man. And if you're not submitting yourself to Him alone, and you're being fed all the sorcery from the media, you're gonna be confused, man. You're gonna be, and that's exactly what they want. They want this confusion, man. So when it's time for the beast to come with this force, people will not be ready, man. Just like in the days of Noah, man. People will be eating and drinking and marrying and partying up until the flood. Same thing, man. Same thing with the times we're living in now, man. But just think about it, man. This world is so much more populated. I would imagine this world's a lot more populated now than back then in the times of Noah, right? So just imagine the amount of people, man, that are going to be wiped out here because they didn't repent, because they didn't fear the Most High God of Israel. They didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. They obeyed man instead, you know? They worshiped the creation, not the creator. And so, one more thing before I go. You know, so like I was talking about, excuse me, I gotta clear my throat. But one more thing, like I was talking about, man, with the people lining up first thing in the morning, man, to go get tested or go get the jab or whatever, man. Like I was saying, you know, a lot of those people either work for you know, a big corporation, or they work for probably you know, a multi-billion-dollar company or a big company. All in all, that's probably serving the beast, you know. All the mom and pop stores, man, a lot of them went under last year. But you know, more independent companies and stuff, man, they're barely hanging on. But I feel like for most of those people, man, the Most High is gonna make a way, man. But you know, with those people, man, that are bowing down right now, you know, I don't think they realize how much they're serving the beast, man. But you know, all in all, man, you know, these people don't realize how much this is my point. I'm sorry, brain fart. They don't realize how much they're being influenced by advertisements, and it got me thinking too. You know, just seeing all those people just so quick to go down and, you know, get whatever, man, and put stuff in their veins that they know is not natural, man. They don't realize how much advertising has influenced them. And what I mean by that is, man, think about social media. Think about social media like Instagram, Facebook. Think about it like maybe 10 years ago. You know, it was more just like seeing everybody's posts and stuff, right? Now, if I get on Instagram, I don't even really get on there like that no more, man, to be honest. I log out. I've been logging out, man. I don't even get on, bro, because it's just weird, man, at this point. You know, if I get on there, it's to speak my voice or speak the word, and that's it, really, at this point. But my point is, man, think about it. Think about it about 10 years ago, man. It was more connective with people that you know, right? Now, when you get on there, you scroll down, it's all advertisements, man. It's all companies, and it's all celebrities, and it's all just like, all in all, man, it's showing you all the people that are serving the beast. And if you don't know what I mean by the beast, man, study up on it, man. Read Revelation and read the books of Daniel. Like I said, listen to 2nd Esdras or read 2nd Esdras. You can get a copy of it, man. But all in all, man, you got to know that the beast is it's a system. It's a system, man, that no man can come against. You know. In Revelation, it says, I believe it's in chapter 13, but it says, you know, who can wage war against the beast? You know, and you got to remember too, man, America is the second form of the Roman Empire. Think about it, man. Think about all the similarities from the architecture in DC and all the you know, America is spiritual. It's spiritually symbolic of all the ancient kingdoms that have been before us, that were previously known to really rule over the world. The Roman Empire was the greatest kingdom in our generation, or not our generation, but you know, in recent history. And so, if you look up the Roman Empire. Technically, I think you can type in Roman Empire flag, but it's more of a banner. They used it as a banner, but if you look it up, man, it's got an eagle on it. And this ain't new to some brothers and sisters in the truth. They already know this, man. But you know, if you don't know this, the Roman Empire used to have a banner, and it was red, and it had a gold eagle on it. What is America's symbol? It's the bald eagle. You know, like I said, man, think about all the architecture, man. Think about all the architecture in DC. Think about the structure of government with the Senate and just everything, man. Think about it, man. Like, Seriously, take some time to think about it, man. But America is spiritual Rome. It's spiritual Egypt. It's spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It's spiritual ancient Babylon, you know? But think about those kingdoms, man. Think about all the ancient kingdoms, man. At their peak, at their greatest moment, they thought they were untouchable. They thought they were invincible. Now look at it. You go to Rome, it's ruins of the Colosseum and all the structures back then. You go to Egypt, it's just ruins of the pyramids, man. You know, you can't even go really to see Sodom and Gomorrah because it was met with fire and brimstone. It was annihilated by the Most High God, man, because of its wickedness, man. Because people were indulging in so many different things that were not ordained by the commandments, man. So all in all, man, you got to remember that this land over here is a melting pot of all that, man. It's a mixture. It's a hybrid, however you want to put it, but it's a mixture of ancient Babylon, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, and ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all a bunch of wickedness, but at the same time, it's a mixture of nations, right? And the Most High is this is the picture that the Most High is trying to paint in this generation, man. He has scattered all the nations over here. America has always been known as a melting pot for all nations. You know, but for the actual Israelites, man, they've been scattered all across the world. There are Israelites all over the world, but over here in America, there's plenty of them, man. All the tribes, man. The 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know? Think about it, man. So, yes, there will be judgment for the wicked, man. Yes. Best believe that. But there will also be salvation. There will be redemption for his people, man. And it's going to be a beautiful picture when it really happens. You know? Because, you know, we live in such a tangible world. We live in such a society, man, to where everybody... Even people that believe in the Most High, you know, they read scriptures like Sodom and Gomorrah, or they read scriptures like about Noah and the flood, or, you know, Moses when he parted the sea for Moses, you know, and it's just so hard for these people to believe that the Most High can work miracles like that, man. But is it not a miracle that we're here, alive? Every day we wake up, we got breath in our lungs and we got blood flowing through our body. We don't do that. We don't do that on our own. Do that for 10 seconds on your own. You ain't gonna survive, man, because you don't know how to make your organs operate that way, man. It's the Most High God, man, because he knows his creation, man. But it's a miracle that we're even here. But think about the miracles that he's gonna reveal to the world, man. But you got to remember this too, man. And I'm gonna close out with this. The beast is gonna be able to perform signs and wonders before the whole world, and it's gonna deceive many. And in scripture, it says even if possible, even the elect will be deceived. You know? So don't get caught up in I can't stress this enough, man, but don't get caught up in the media. Don't get caught up in the cycles of the world, man. Everybody getting on social media, talking about the same topic, you know, sharing all their opinions and everything, man. Man, remember the scriptures, bro. Remember the scriptures, and remember how dreadful it will be for the people living in the last days, man, who did not fear the Most High, man. Fearing the Most High, man, it starts with remembering his commandments, you know, his laws, you know, everything that he provided for us as a structural guideline to how to live our lives. You know, it was so important for Moses to have the 10 Commandments back then, and all the laws, you know, coming out of Exodus and out of Egypt. You know, there were so many laws that they had to obey, and they couldn't keep them all, man. You know, but all that, and then fast forward throughout all the prophets that came after Moses and all that, man, it led up to the Messiah, man, Mashiach, from the tribe of Judah, the King of Kings that was prophesied to come. The King of Israel, you know, the King of the Jews, the real King, you know. I mean, he was prophesied to come, man, because only he could fulfill the commandments. Only he could fulfill the law. Only he could fulfill everything that the prophets and the people, they couldn't keep it, man, because they were man, you know. But in him, in the Lion of the tribe of Judah, man, there is found no sin. You know, he's blameless. He's the Lamb that was slain, you know. And so with this, man, just remember that that fearing, like I said, man, in my I think either my last video or the video before, man, fearing the Most High is healthy, man, and it's needed. It's needed in this generation so bad, man, because these people don't fear the Most High. They don't fear the Creator himself. They fear the creation. They fear man. They fear the invisible enemy. They fear all the stuff, all the sorcery, all the stuff they're being fed right now, man. You know? And ultimately, man, they're being led to their destruction, man. But for those of y'all, man, who haven't given in, who haven't fell for the sorcery, who haven't been deceived by all the lies, you know, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna close out, man. But you know, when Hamashiach, man, was confronting the Pharisees in the scriptures, I can't remember exactly what. I know it's in the Gospels, but you know, he confronted the Pharisees a lot. But I know this passage, and I know y'all probably know this passage also. But you know, he said, basically, he's like, you know, talking to the Pharisees. He said, your father is the devil, you know, for he is the father of lies. You know, so just as the Israelites, you know, their fathers, their ultimate father is Yahweh, the Father in heaven, but you know, the Most High God of Israel. But you know, their fathers on earth were Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right? Well, if you know the story of Jacob and Esau, then you would know, man, that Esau's descendants, man, you know, they're wicked, man. All in all, they're wicked, man. Read up on Jacob and Esau, man, and ask the Most High to reveal the truth to you spiritually, man. But here's one thing too, man. I keep on saying I'm gonna close out, but you know, Spirit's moving this morning. You know, once you know certain things. And once you see stuff spiritually, certain things, I say stuff. Once you see certain things spiritually, man, you can't unsee it. And you can't unbelieve it, man. Or you can, but hey, do it at your own risk. But, you know, I can't unsee certain things, man. So when people probably wonder why I speak the way I do or why I move the way I move, I don't have to explain it. But you know, ultimately, it's because of what is being revealed through the Spirit with me, man. People in the world, they just see everything for what it is. Me, on the other hand, are brothers, sisters in the truth, man. People who are really in the Spirit. We see the surface, but we also see below the surface, above the surface. We see it, man. And the only reason we can do that is because you know, the Spirit of the Most High, man, it's forever. It's eternal. You know, and it can show you things that that the rest of the world won't be able to see. So you know, all in all, man, I thank the Most High for his word, man, and for the truth of the word. Many people know the scriptures, man, but not everybody knows the truth, man. So continue to grow in that. Continue to grow in the truth. Continue to seek it, man. I pray right now, man, that anybody listening to this, man, they develop that hunger and thirst for righteousness, you know, because whoever hungers and thirsts for righteousness, they'll be filled. They will be filled, man. They'll be satisfied, you know. But if your appetite is like everybody in the world right now, man, they want to go down and get the, you know what, just to maintain a paycheck so they can go out to eat to all these appetizing places, man, and eat all this, this GMO chemically filled foods, man. And and people just drinking at an all-time high too, man. Not knocking anybody for drinking, but there's plenty of drunkards right now, man. And it said it, man. Just like the days of Noah, man, they were doing the same things. But all in all, man, they have a worldly appetite, man. But if your hunger and thirst is for righteousness, and it's for growing in the truth, and it's for gaining more understanding, gaining more wisdom through the Most High, you're in a good spot, man. Keep growing. Stay diligent, man. Stay after it, because he will show you more, man. But you got to have that hunger and thirst, man. Don't be on fire one day and then go back to being cold the next, man. Maintain a good balance, man. Maintain a good equilibrium, man. But all in all, man, the Most High, he's in control, and you got to believe that. You got to remember that. And like I said, man, he's always delivered his people out of captivity, out of oppression. Ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, Sodom and Gomorrah. All the ancient kingdoms, man. They had their time, and then they fell. So, for anybody to put their trust in Babylon the Great, and guess what? Babylon the Great's got its day, man. Revelation 18, fallen is Babylon the Great. So all in all, man, hold on, man. There's always going to be uncertainty with different things, We can't have it all figured out, but all in all, man, if you trust the Most High, if you believe in his word and you keep his commandments, and you do as he has commanded us to live, a lot of it's about action, man. Faith without works is dead, man. So remember these things, man. All praise to the Most High God of Israel, man. And through the power of his son, Hamashiach, who the world calls Christ. And, to all my brothers, sisters in the truth, man, y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay uplifted. Continue to take good care of your health, naturally. And, just remember, man. Just remember he's always at work, man. He's never lacking, And, just remember, man, this is a big circus down here, man. It's not supposed to make sense. It's confusion. It's called Babylon for a reason. So, don't put your trust in Babylon, man. I can't say anything else besides that, man. Just don't put your trust in Babylon, bro. Because you'll regret it if you do. So with this, man, until next time, man, peace and blessings. Shalom, shalom. Y'all stay up.